You get to spend that, like, you guys probably know what each other is thinking. You know the intentions behind it. You know, there's a lot of love in the air.
Agreed.
Love in the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
So that one day, you will feel love.
That one day out of the whole year, you
like,
are bound to feel love.
You're bound to feel love. That one day, it may not be the next day or the day before that, but that one day, you can expect to feel love.
That's horrible because you know. Hi guys, I'm Kessence.
I'm Shawn.
And in the back, that's Naya. She's eating her lunch and watching Papa, and that is absolutely the only way that we can get this video done for you guys. So hopefully your attention is still on us in the conversation. But this is real life.
Or yeah, I can just watch Naya and just listen.
That's fine too.
Either or.
Yeah, whatever keeps you to the end of the video.
So today we're going to be talking about Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Big day, always a big day of the year.
Yeah.
For males especially, but we'll get to that later. But so we're just gonna start off with, just a little bit of the history of Valentine's Day if you guys don't know.
Yeah, so the history behind Valentine's Day is very confusing historically, but there is this guy named St. Patrick. He was a temple priest, and he was locked up because he was trying to help Christian couples get married, so wed, and that was against the law because it was the religion was Catholic.
Was it St. Patrick or St. Valentine?
Who did I say?
St. Patrick. St. Valentine.
St. Valentine. Okay. Okay. So St. Valentine, right? That's who I mean. So he got locked up.
My boy was
he was incarcerated, okay?
Hey.
So anyway, he got in trouble by Claudius II, who was the Roman emperor at the time. I feel like I'm going like long-winded already. Are you still following? Are you guys still following?
I think so.
So the emperor found a really close bond with St. Valentine. However, St. Valentine started to try to convert the emperor. And the emperor said, you have to be beheaded because we can't have any of that happening. And so basically he was beheaded. And then the years following, there was another St. Valentine that got beheaded on the same exact date. Okay, so this happened in like late 200s, not even the 300 AD era. However, years later, there was this guy named Geoffrey Chaucer, I don't know, but he wrote the Parliament of Fowls. So in that book, he was a medieval English poet. So in that poem, he basically said that February 14th, which marks St. Valentine's death, was the day that, quote, end quote, humans and birds mate. So that signified springtime. So every year following, there's a festival. It starts with an L. I'm not really sure how to pronounce the name. But every year following, there is a festival that signifies springtime, which also signifies mating season. So, yeah, all that to say that
we're not telling y'all to go out and mate. We ain't saying that.
No, we're not saying that. But that is the history behind Valentine's Day. For me, when I looked all that stuff up, it was very interesting because I was like, we celebrate this, but what is it for? A lot of times we like to throw out like pagan this and pagan that and pagan this. And so I was like, okay, I don't want to just say this is a made up holiday or whatever. I want to actually understand like where the origin came from. B, you want to say hi?
Want to say hi?
Say hi.
Bye.
Bye. So with all that out of the way, we are going to go ahead and jump into these questions that we have prepared today. So hopefully it provokes a good conversation. I don't know. We've never really seen this done before, so hopefully you enjoy it. Hi, what is that?
Thank you. It's for me.
Thank you.
Speaking of Valentine's Day, this is so sweet. This is a nice gift.
That is a nice gift from Naya, from her heart and her hard work and her time and effort.
She worked really hard on this.
She did. With you in mind. That's really nice.
Yeah, I know, right? Thank you, baby.
Alright, so our very first question is Is Valentine's Day a holiday worth celebrating? The sub-questions are, what do you like about it? What do you not like about it?
Is it a holiday worth celebrating? Yeah, I think it is worth celebrating. Due to the fact that, you get to spend a day with the same intentions, on the same track, on the same page with your spouse or with your girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, husband, whoever. You get to spend that, like, you guys probably know what each other is thinking. You know the intentions behind it. There's a lot of love in the air.
Agreed.
Love in the atmosphere. So that one day, you will feel love.
That one day out of the whole year, you are bound to feel love.
You're bound to feel love. That one day, it may not be the next day or the day before that, but that one day, you can expect to feel love.
That's horrible because, I feel like that's so true. Like, especially if you're like girlfriend and boyfriend and kind of like the grounds are kind of not really defined.
Yeah.
It's like you guys know for a fact.
For a fact.
That you all, on that day, are put together to show love.
Yeah, for a fact.
For one another.
Everybody's going to be on their best behavior.
Yeah.
That day.
On that day.
That's it. That's all you got. 24 hours. After that,
I'm weak.
I can't help you out on that one.
Well, I also think that Valentine's Day is worth celebrating. I'm not speaking from a dating standpoint. I'm speaking from a marital standpoint. I feel like it's worth celebrating because it's a day that you can show your loved one that, I took the time out of my busy schedule at work. I took the time out of my busy schedule taking care of the kid, and all day, all week, I'm preparing for this day to show you just how much you really mean to me.
Okay.
With that being said, I also feel as though Valentine's Day should not be the only day that those sorts of things are shown.
Agreed.
I do feel like you should make time for your spouse outside of Valentine's Day. If you're not giving your spouse a random I love you card or random post-its or random thoughts or acts of service or random gift giving things, then you're not doing something right. If you're only doing something on Valentine's Day,
you got some work. You got to work on it.
You need to do some.
It's okay. I ain't judging, but I'm just saying. You need a little bit of work.
I'm judging.
A little bit of maintenance. That's all.
I'm judging. If he or she hasn't said anything about it, you got a real one because they are very patient. But that's just me talking from a marital standpoint. I understand where you're coming from because we've both been there. We already know how that goes. But yeah, I do think Valentine's Day is worth celebrating. Many people have difference in opinions, and most of the time it's people who like have gotten their heart broken, got disappointed on Valentine's Day or that sort of thing, where they're just like, Valentine's Day is just not worth celebrating.
But I'm telling you, little do you know, they still want to celebrate it.
But exactly.
Little do you know, they still want to celebrate it. They want something from somebody.
Yeah, that's true. And if you are someone like that who is single or something else, something that really helped me when I was single in my single stage was on Valentine's Day, I didn't feel sorry for myself when I wasn't with someone. I gave to other people, whether it was my friend or a stranger or the bus driver. I remember one time I had a flower that someone gave me at work or something, and I gave it to the bus driver because he was working on Valentine's Day, and it was like 9 p.m. at night. So clearly he wasn't with a significant other. So it's like, you don't just have to show love and show affirmation to just your spouse or your girlfriend, boyfriend, or partner.
Yeah.
I feel like that's important.
Because that's like, matter of fact, in elementary school, you used to celebrate Valentine's Day.
That's true.
Every kid used to come with a card and candy. You miss those days.
There was this one year, I had the best Valentine's Day for my friends. You know those little nerd sticks, those long nerd sticks?
Yeah.
Bro, that's when they first came out, and I had my little
the whole class,
and they were $1 each.
Thank you.
Yummy.
What?
That's fishy.
Thank you.
I was very proud of my gift giving skills that year, and I think that was my 2nd grade year, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, B, we trying to do video, me.
Thank you. High five.
Okay, peace. Bye. Mwah. Go, papa. Bye.
Thank you. I love you.
All right, so.
You about to do I was hungry.
Over you.
I'm hungry, man.
So our next question is, do you think people's expectation for Valentine's Day is too high? So like, those women or men who are like, my partner makes $30,000, but I want to fly to Paris and back in a night, right? Or those people who are too stagnant. So, that man that cooks the same meal on Valentine's Day with the same card and the same little heart-shaped box of candy, that's going to happen. And the women who cook the same meal or buy the same piece of lingerie, but the guy is guessing what color it is this year. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, I feel like there are two totally different, on two different spectrums. Yeah. But there's a lot of people that fit in both these categories.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So, I think that, here you go, B. You want to take it with you? Okay, I'll keep it. So, I think that some people's expectations are too high. Mm-hmm. And some people are stagnant. Mm-hmm. Okay? Some people are stagnant because they get comfortable. All right? They get comfortable. That's just the way it is. You try to think of other things to do after 15 years of marriage. It gets hard after a while, especially if you're the same person for so long. It gets hard. Yeah. But you gotta get creative, and that's where the effort will show as you become more creative and show more creativity in you guys' activities. Yeah. They'll see the effort. It may not have to be something big. It could be something very small.
That's very key.
But the creativity matters the most. Yeah. All right, now people with the high expectations need to chill. First of all. Because that turns Valentine's Day into budgeting for like Christmas or something like that. An obligation. Yeah. It's like, all right, I know I gotta get this expensive thing. Mm-hmm. So all year, just like you probably budget for Christmas, you budgeted for just one day. Yeah. One day. Yeah. To splurge all this money. Yeah. And then afterwards, you can ask yourself, is it worth it?
How are you gonna top it the year after?
Right.
How are you gonna top it the year after that? Like, I don't know. Like I think out of both of these, the one with too high of an expectation probably bothers me the most. Because the stagnant thing, I mean, at least they put in effort. And if that is something that bothers you, then it's like you can just voice that, right? You can just say, I don't like when you do that. Like, can we just mix it up a little bit? Yeah. But someone who has way too high expectations, you can't knock their expectations down.
But you can't lower.
You can't lower someone's expectations. Right. That is their standard. And it's like, you will never meet it. So that's a really hard...
No, don't get me wrong. If you got the money, do it. All right?
Oh, definitely.
You got the money to do
That's not what we're saying. If you can fly me to Paris in a night,
then go ahead.
Do it.
If that works for you,
do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
But for the average person,
that ain't working for us. We gotta go to work the next day.
You should try some other things. Yeah.
We don't have all that bread to be flying to Paris and back.
And that's another important part. You can't forget about your responsibilities. You feel me? Yeah. Like, after this day, you gotta go back to reality. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So you should be smart about what you're doing. There's no reason
why you should be budgeting for Valentine's Day. Oh my goodness, that's funny.
That's real life though. Real life. Don't go spending your rent money on no damn Valentine's Day.
Please don't do that.
Condos, don't do that. Cell phone bills,
don't
do it.
That, you need to reevaluate who you're with.
Yeah, don't do it.
You want to give the person, the man or the woman that you are with, the best, of course. But that's a little much. You shouldn't be spending your rent, and they shouldn't expect for you to spend your rent on them and on this date. Like,
I would hope not.
I would hope not. If that is the case, you need to reevaluate the situation.
By all means, you got the money. Go ahead and do it.
Do it.
Hey, live it up. Hey,
do it.
But yeah, all right. I'm done with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, baby. You want some attention? Come here. You can sit with us. You want to sit with mommy and daddy? No? Okay, bye.
Bye. Okay.
Alright, so our question number 3 is, why is the pressure always on the man on Valentine's Day? Okay? And I ask this question because, some people might be, that's not facts. If it's not in your relationship, that's great. Like, you're doing something right, You're doing something right. That's great. It's equal in your relationship. However, I really don't think that is a question because 99.9% of the time, the pressure is on the male to perform Valentine's Day. There has been Valentine's Day where I didn't get him anything. But I expected something to be done for me, and if it wasn't, there was going to be a problem. And I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not. You live and you learn, okay? So, why is that? Why do you think that is? And as a man, you can't speak for all men, but speak for yourself. How does that feel? Like,
man, it's a lot of pressure, man. I ain't gonna lie. No pressure burst pipes, okay? But no, it is a lot of pressure though, especially Cause I'm sorry to say, but Valentine's Day is a female's day. It's not technically a male's day because I don't think it was ever. I mean, how society puts it is not pushed to be a male's day. It's pushed to be a female's day. It's supposed to be a day where men cater to females. That's how it's seen. That's how it's socially pushed out. Because look at it. You know, guys look at probably social media and look at all these other girls are getting from there, husband, spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend,
Rose
whoever.
balls.
It's like, dang, like I got so their girlfriend may see that and be like, oh well, this person get this. Why I get something like that?
Florist boxes that cost $500.
Exactly. So we find ourselves comparing, you know, our relationship and what we did for Valentine's Day with other people's. So now the pressure is on the male to try to top that or to try to do something similar, you know, or to, I guess, give that excitement that another girl has got, you know. And that's the thing. That's something that we do in general is compare each other, but specifically for Valentine's Day when it comes to male. Is that pressure that the females put on us to compare with other females is tough. It's tough. It's tough to beat, you know?
That's very interesting because a lot of times when we think about comparing oneself, it's often placed on women. You know how women like, look on stuff and be like comparing their lives or their beauty off of someone else's. So to hear that from a male's perspective that, you know, it sucks being compared to other men and that makes me feel some type of way. That's really interesting.
Yeah, because let's be honest. How many guys you see post about their gifts?
They probably didn't.
Alright, exactly. So
or the one that they did get, they can't post it.
Right? You feel me? Like, come on now, like.
Yeah.
That's just reality.
That's true.
That's just how society has made it a norm now. It's just a norm now. This is what we have accustomed ourselves to do, and this is what we're gonna do. You know. Right. So now we're adapting to it. It's just like another day.
Does it feel like okay, so you're saying like you've adapted to it, but does it feel like an obligation still?
Yeah. I mean now.
Or have you just like I mean not in our relationship. I'm just saying like after a while, like if this is the expectation for you for years, does it seem like an obligation, or does it start to become an obligation?
It does.
Or does it start to just become like the expectation, the norm?
I feel as if like it all depends.
How much pressure is on
you?
you?
It all depends on how much pressure is put on you. Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't plan for Valentine's Day this year, but I knew I was gonna do something.
Yeah. Because
it's a day. It's a holiday and it's something that we do celebrate, so I was gonna do something for it.
Right.
But I didn't feel as if I need to go above and beyond and like, you know, charge my credit card off the wall, you know, to do something crazy.
I would think you were stupid.
No. But it wasn't. Me personally now, I don't feel like it's an obligation. It's something that I enjoy doing.
But then you also have to look at the person that you're with. I don't expect for there to be a bubble in the sky with my name on it. You know what I mean? Those little blimps. I don't expect that. As long as you do something, the acts of service, small things mean everything to me. So you also have to depend. It depends on who you're with.
But also, females need to start making that man feel like they're not worthy if they don't do something big. You know, like. Appreciate something small, you know what I mean? Appreciate the like I said, like I mentioned
but
before, the creativity. But that goes back to the
person that has the too high of an expectation. Once their expectation is set that high, there's nothing you can do.
I mean, there is something that you can do. You really want to know what you can do?
What?
You gotta bite the bullet. All right. So when I say bite the bullet, that means that the year that you decide to change and lower the standards, expect an attitude. The year after that, expect a little bit more attitude. The year after that, it's gonna go up and it's gonna come back down.
What?
You gotta learn.
All those years?
Sometimes you gotta allow the person to get accustomed to something different. It's just like an addict. It's like withdrawals.
Oh my god.
Sometimes it's gonna get bad before it's gonna get worse before it get good. Okay. So.
Oh my goodness. That's horrible. I personally feel like if you have someone that has too high expectations and you can never meet them, I'm sorry, that person is not for you. Okay, because that person is clearly not loving you at the stage of life that you are in. And if that is the case, then you guys probably are not going to last long term. Yeah. Or it shouldn't be a long term thing. So that's my personal opinion.
Yeah, but also there has to be some understanding into the mess as well. So if y'all talk about it, like, all right, this year, man, we didn't need all that last year. This year we gonna do something real simple.
That's true. Communication is very key.
if you give them the heads up and I guess they don't get it. That's on them.
Right.
You gave them the heads up. Look, we did something big last year.
Right.
This year we chilling.
Yeah.
Let's ride out with it. They don't want to engage in it. Hey, you did your job.
Yeah, communication is definitely key. I know this year or for next year we're planning for a wedding, August 2020. So when we started budgeting for this wedding, we immediately talked about all the special birthdays and the holidays, what we were going to do, what the expectation was around those things, so that our expectations were realistic with the both of us. And so I agree. Communication is definitely key. Yeah.
All right.
All right, so we have one more question for you guys. Well, probably two, but we're going to throw one of them at you so you guys can leave it down below in the comment section and join the conversation. But our last question is, what are some special things that can be done to make this Valentine's Day special? So, not the generic stuff, but for those out there who need ideas, what do you think they can get their man?
Okay. All right. First of all, men, we want more. Okay, we protest.
Throw them the stat.
All right, so
throw them the stat.
On average, a male spends roughly around $360-ish on a female,
compared to
$64
for the women to spend on the man.
$64. We want more.
We want more.
We want more. We want more. All right, we want more. You feel me?
Yeah.
This thing, like for real.
Thank you,
B. How you know I don't want, a heart box of chocolate?
Thank you. You want a teddy bear, babe?
I'll take a teddy bear. I'll take a teddy bear. What? I named a teddy bear though. Like,
wait, what would you name it?
I don't even know.
Teddy.
Like,
I have a teddy bear named Teddy.
Hey, something. We want more though. Like, I'm sorry to say.
So the pair of panties is not gonna do.
They ain't gonna do. They ain't cutting it no more. Alright, it's not cutting it no more. That lingerie, so they ain't cutting it no more. We got feelings too. Alright? We want to feel special.
I agree, baby.
How you know we don't want to get taken out and get our nails done? Or our feet, rubbed on.
No, that's a nice feeling.
You feel me?
That is. Let them know. Let the guys know. It's still masculine for you to get your toes rubbed on, okay?
Get some of that lavender rubbed on your feet.
You'll be going out feeling like a whole nother man. For real. A whole new man.
Take us out, go get our hair cut. You want our hair cut? A nice haircut at that. Like, I'm talking about
$25, $30.
Yeah, $25, $30, $40 haircut.
That's not even with the tip.
Yeah, that's not with the tip. You feel me? We want something like that. Come on now. But now, real talk though. Come on, B. B. Come on.
I think.
Oh, she said no.
Did you cut your eyes at him like that? Okay.
Okay, B. Okay, we almost done. Okay. You say bye? Alright, yeah, okay.
Alright, guys, so I am going to say that for women, I'm a different kind of woman. I am a type of person that the small things mean so much to me. And so, honestly, I can't answer that question if it was thrown at me, because women are very, 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 very different. Men are very different, but 99.9% of the time, Valentine's Day, the pressure is put on men to perform, not on women. So, with that, you have to know your spouse and what they like. Because again, if the person's expectations are way too high for you, you need to reevaluate that situation, period.
I'll go ahead and give y'all some ideas though. I'm gonna go ahead and throw y'all out what we gonna do this year, even though she'll know.
No, are you telling?
I'm gonna reveal it now.
No, how about this? He's not gonna reveal it. You guys can tune in on Friday or Saturday to the family vlog that we're gonna put out.
Yeah, tune in. You'll see what I did.
Yeah, tune into that and you'll see what he did and what I did for him.
Alright.
Yeah.
Mine is simple. Okay.
Yeah, but it'll be nice. I know that it'll put a smile on my face. I know it will.
Watch me work.
Mine is thoughtful too. He's not ever gonna guess what it is.
Alright. Now, what you doing?
B. It's okay. It's locked.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, our last question I don't know why I'm still holding these, but our last question that we're gonna go ahead and throw at you is, what are you guys gonna do for Valentine's Day? Let us know. Is it something that you are looking forward to, or you know what? Just let us know what you're gonna do for your spouse. You know, what you're gonna do for your man, what you're gonna do for your girl.
And share some ideas. Maybe we can use those ideas next year.
Exactly. It'll be appreciated.
Share the wealth. We all help each other.
And if you don't have a Valentine's Day, if you have kids, hello, that's an obvious Valentine. If you have a best friend, give them a call, send them a gift, send them a card. Mom, dad, anybody can be a Valentine's Day.
Do something
Don't
nice
feel
for somebody.
alone.
Yeah, do something nice for somebody for Valentine's Day, okay?
Mwah.
You know, it's all about, at the end of the day, it's all about giving, not receiving.
Right. So
like
we're going to go ahead and end this because my baby girl is wanting some milk.
And I got a game, so we got to ride out.
So again, guys, tune into our vlog that we're going to have either Friday or Saturday. It should be posted. And happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Kisses to all. Say bye, B.
Say bye.
B, say bye, K, bye.
Bye.
Say bye.
Say peace.
Okay, B.
Peace. You want to end it? Say peace. 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 Alright, get off me. Alright.
Okay. Go.
Oh, I'm starting it?
Yeah.
Alright. So, I always do this. He wrote the book. What is it? What was the book?
I don't know. He wrote a book.
No.
How you gonna tell the history? You don't need to know the facts.
I know the facts. Yeah, Parliament. Yeah. Alright, so with all that being said, bye. You saying bye?
You can't.
Bah. Did you finish eating your corn? Okay, stop telling our friends bye. Okay.